Cam, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it, and I'll just jump right in.
For sure.
What is the next step for Cam Thomas in this Nets story?
Yeah, just being better than I was last year. I mean, we all saw the flashes and saw the person I'm capable of becoming. So I just want to take that to another level and just keep improving, on my entire game. So just being better than I was last year.
You know, it's funny, when you first came into the league, there was always those stories about you and Kevin Durant, that you could be Kevin Durant in a one-on-one. I could score just as much as you, and everyone's thinking, who's this young crazy kid who thinks that? But it is pretty true. I mean, you could score against anybody in the league. Last year, though, it seemed like you worked a lot more on being a facilitator, playmaker, and still scored. Do you think that was a big step that you took last year?
Yeah, it's definitely a big step. I think that's just how I'm being guarded by the defense, really. I think by the 20-something game last year, I was getting doubled off all pick and rolls and stuff. They were blitzing my screen, so that just forces you to find an open man, and be a better playmaker. So that really, accelerated my growth in that, because I had to, learn on the fly and learn how to make the right read off the doubles, because, it's the NBA. When they double you, somebody's open. You got to trust that somebody else can make the play. So that's just all that was for me.
Jordy said scoring is your superpower, and he also brought up the numbers. The less you
Garden.
Yeah.
Does there come a point in the game, is it early, where you might make a shot or something may happen and you just feel that you have something tonight, that you just feel like it's going to be smooth and easy for you?
No, because sometimes when you start off good, then the game is totally different. Then you can get out the game. Defenses change their coverage on you. But me personally, I feel like that every game, when I wake up, I feel like it's gonna be a big game every game. So I just try to live up to that. If I do, I do. I don't. But it's just the consistency part for me. Just want to have those big scoring games as much as I can, not be a guy who has a 1 week and then you don't see it for another 3 months. So I just want to be consistent and just keep trying to have those games, but be a little bit more efficient with it.
Cam, what's the feel and what's the vibe entering this brand new season with this team, and what do you think the expectations could be?
Yeah, vibe's been good, honestly, since being around the guys. Basically the same team, but we just added about three, 4 new guys. So getting to know them has been cool, knowing how they play. So really just doing all that and playing with them in the open runs and stuff has been good. Just meeting them, getting to know them, and how they like to play, how they see the game. So it's been real good. I think we're gonna surprise a lot of people. Honestly, I feel like we were solid last year until a certain stretch. We had a bad stretch, and that's when the bottom fell out. But I feel like we'll be real solid. We're going to be competing, playing hard, playing tough, playing fast. So I feel like we're going to surprise some people for sure.
And now you're one of the longest tenured players on the team.
Yeah,
when you came in, you think about a lot of the veterans here. Do you think you carry yourself differently, or you need to, just knowing that you've been around a lot longer, you know what's expected, and you have younger teammates now too?
Yeah, just knowing that I can carry myself a little different in a way, just being here the longest, and obviously, I guess, being viewed by the coaches and, I guess the players as one of the leaders, because I've been here the second longest or whatever. So it's just, I know what to expect out of the organization, all this stuff. So they're going to, look to me, and just being getting out of my shell and being a little bit more talkative to the guys, whether it's off the court or on the court. So just really trying to embrace somewhat of that leadership role and just want to keep developing and growing in that.
What parts besides that do you think, the confidence is always high with you? We know that. We know every time you wake up. You just said it, you want to have a big game. Mm-hmm. But what do you think you need to work on the most in your game?
Just honestly, I'm big on just keep working on everything. Yeah, nobody's a perfect player, so whatever I can keep working on and getting better and just have everything at the best as I can have it, I just want to keep doing that. So, shooting, dribbling, passing, playmaking, defending. So just want to keep being a better overall player and just want to, keep growing and keep being a better version of myself for sure.
Does starting coming off the bench matter to you? I know players a lot of times say that it does, but I would think finishing a game would be important. You've finished a lot of games. Is that how you look at it, or are you thinking, I'm at a stage now, my career, I'm ready to be a full-time starter?
Full-time starter. I mean, it was cool at the beginning. Just want to get your feet in the door and just want to play. But at the same time, I started my whole life, so I don't really know what to say about that. I'm a full-time starter. You answered it. So, yeah, I feel like I am, so we'll see.
What about bringing Nick Claxton back? How big was that for this team?
Oh, big time. Just, you know, one of the best rim protectors in the league for sure. And, you know, one of the best lob threats in the league as well. Me and him really, you know, connected that second part of the year, just pick and roll lobs and just playing through each other and playing together. So I feel like, you know, we can grow on that this year coming up. But, you know, stuff takes time, you know. So just want to keep growing and keep playing with Nick for sure. All
right, let's talk about this whole LSU community where you went to school. Every time you have a big game, Shaq, you know, he gives you the blessing. He's all over you. What is it about just that community, that LSU community? Have you ever had any interaction with Shaquille O'Neal? Because he obviously talks very highly of you.
Yeah, definitely had some interactions with him. His son was on our team when I was there, Sharif, so he came to a few practices, 1 or 2 practices, and, you know, and I was killing in practice, and that's when he really, like, took account to me and was really, like, respecting my game. So I feel like just the whole community just respects each other, respects each other's game. So I feel like we're a very close-knit community, and like you said, every time he has a chance to speak highly of me, he does. So, you know, I appreciate him for that, and just want to keep it going this year.
You got to get in. We were talking about it before you got on the air. You got to get in those commercials.
I know, right?
He's got enough commercials. He's got to include you in one of those.
I know. Come on, Shaq. At least give me one.
Get you on those general things, you know?
One. Just give me one. Just give me one.
Just one last one for me. Ben Simmons, a 3-time All-Star, and we see what he could do when he's healthy. How much could your game improve? It's already improved, but how much more can you be effective on the floor with a healthy Ben Simmons?
Yeah, as you've seen when I am out there with Ben, it just turns into a lot of efficient buckets for me, catch and shoot, getting out and run in transition, getting more transition buckets, because Ben likes to play fast, and that really, you know, complements my game, just trying to get easier buckets for me instead of playing against a set defense all the time. So, I mean, if we get that, you know, majority of the year this year, I feel like we can really expect a lot of great things out of Ben, myself, and the whole team, because when Ben plays, the pace is better, you know, on made baskets, missed baskets. So I feel like if Ben's healthy the whole year, then we should have a really good year.
Now, I know you're going to say no one could stop you. I get that. But who's the one guy that you feel, man, when this guy guards me, he makes it tougher for me to score? Is there one guy that sticks out?
No. It's just mainly team defense for me. Most people have been doubling, and when I have the ISO, everybody load up so I can get the ball in my hands. So it's not really.
So the answer is nobody.
You know, it's nobody, but it's really individual. I mean, it's really team defense, but
yeah.
Honestly, I think the practice is harder, you know. So I feel like my guys in here defend me better. So, you know, that's it.
I like that.
Yeah. Cam, that was the correct answer. Thank you for the time. We appreciate it. And best of luck to you throughout the season. We're going to step aside, take another break here from the HSS Training Center. Nets Media Day. Chris Shear and Frank Isola will be back.